Good morning, dolls, and welcome to Little Gretchen's workshop. So I got some very special packages at my P.O. box over the last couple of weeks. And I know we still have so much to do for Marguerite and Sadi's wedding, but I had to check and see what was in these boxes. Now, this package came from my dear friend Terry. And although she let me know she was sending something, it was still a surprise. I'm just always so touched and amused when I get these surprise boxes. Now, this one says that it has gentleman collars in it and a tiny box to store them in. Those are definitely going to come in handy for the men preparing for the wedding. Look at that, dolls. That is absolutely adorable. Oh my goodness. And then it's more inside the box, and they're all neatly tucked in there. Oh my goodness. I'm just so excited. And then she actually wrote on the box that if I needed more to let her know. You've already been way too kind. I would not dare. But I will cherish them and distribute them among the men in the Dollhouse community. So, dolls, as you already know, I'm always just crazy about dolls in any size. But I was so tickled when I saw this one, and I just couldn't wait to get the bag open. And when I pulled it out, I could feel she was very lightweight, very delicate and dainty, and I realized she was made of wood. At first glance, I was thinking she was some type of lovely antique doll that may have come from a collection or been a souvenir from maybe somewhere she had traveled. And then I realized that Terry actually hand carved this doll. And as I read the tiny note inside, she said that this was something she made when she was learning to carve. If you remember or saw that video, she's the same lady who made me the beautiful polymer clay baby at Christmas time. I will leave a link in the description so you can see that video. And then, just when I thought it couldn't get any better, there's a bag of cash in here, dolls. Oh my goodness. Who couldn't use a tiny bag of cash? And you know, dolls, I really think it's precious when people put a note with the gift because it really makes it personal so you really understand what they were thinking when they sent it. So this is really cute. The note says that business has been good at the dress shop. So I guess this is supposed to be profit. I love it. She said yes, she was printing money. And I really appreciate this, Terry, because I do have bills, but a lot of mine are quite modern. So these antique ones are really fit in well at the dress shop. That is perfect. They're all kind of faded and the color is right. That's perfect. Oh, that's so perfect. Thank you, Terry. Now, in that previous video I mentioned about getting the baby, this is the same lady who gave me some of those beautiful pictures for my picture album. She sent additional pictures and 2 photo albums, and that's going to be perfect, and they're all empty, so I'm going to have a lot of fun filling those. And this is really so perfect for my Dollhouse families because you have to share with the children the family history. So this is great. These are so perfect. She made them so nice, and she sent additional pictures. So let me make sure I put them back in there so that I'll have them when I get a chance to sit down and add them to the album. So there's another little package in here. So let me see what this is. And it says supplies. That's always exciting. Wow, this will really come in handy. A metallic gold marker and some chipping medium. Oh my goodness, that's really something that would come in handy when you're aging and distressing things because it makes the paint come off and like look really, really worn out. So that's awesome. Oh my goodness. Jerry, you are just too much. You just don't know how much things like this are such a blessing to me because it pushes me to experiment with products and things that I wouldn't have purchased on my own. So thank you so much. I'm going to find a project to use that on. So now I have 2 more boxes to share with you, dolls. So the second box is from my friend Renee, and she does a lot of postcard art and things with paper. I'm always impressed by her creativity with paper. Now, these were some punch out appliques, so I've got so many ideas about what I want to use those for. And Renee has got such a hilarious sense of humor. Look at that. And it says, I'm not great at advice, but may I interest you in a sarcastic comment? Renee, you're too much. And then she wrote me a letter on the back of this card and I'll read that later, but I truly appreciate all the kind words and encouragement you dolls send. Now, these are really super cute. There are some miniature sample quilt pieces. So these are really great because I can actually connect them and make another quilt, or I was actually considering making some pillows or pillowcases. So these come in really, really handy. Thank you so much, Renee. Oh, wait, I have something else to show you. Now, in my last video about hats where I was making them with paper and scraps, I was inspired to make this hat because of some fabric that Renee sent me. Now, that first picture of the hat was when I first made it, but this is after I've added a few of my little extras, a little trim, a bow, and a flower in the back. Now, she did send me a few other little goodies, so let me show you these as well. Now, inside this tin are some wonderful books she made and some book covers that I actually can use to cover some additional books. And she's got them with little markers and bookmarks. They have decals on them, and they actually have pages that open. So these are really, really just super, super adorable. And this one even has a beaded marker. Look at the little pearls that are hanging. That is so precious. Originally, I thought I was looking at the bottom of the tin, but these are actually little doilies that have been laminated. They are absolutely beautiful. Those would be nice on the buffet table at the wedding. So it's actually three of them. So that is absolutely precious. And I actually could put that on a mirror or something to be like a design on a mirror. And right at the bottom of the tin are some pencils and some pocket watches. These are absolutely precious, Renee. Thank you. So they're all pencils, but they've got like different colors. And then the pocket watches, one of them has got like stones and things on it that look like there would be a women's watch. So I'm going to give that to one of the ladies, but the other three are going to be for the men. So that adds to the accessories for the men in my doll houses. Thank you, Renee. This is perfect. Now, this next box comes to me as a surprise from one of my fellow YouTubers, Panache Luxury 4262. Now, although her channel is dedicated to things antique and vintage, she has a community of dolls. She has a lovely collection of Barbies and makes a lot of wonderful things for her dollhouse collection. So I just want to show you what she sent me. Again, all of these packages were a surprise, but this one was really an extra surprise because I've never gotten anything from her before. So let me go ahead and open the packages. I always get so excited opening little packages. It's like Christmas over and over again. Now this is a little food scale and a stock pot. And the lid is included. It's taped into it. Oh, wow. And the little tray is actually removable. It's kind of got like a digital display for the weight. That looks like the type that you would have at the meat market or at a cash register. No, these pieces are a little modern, even in the color, but they can definitely be painted. It's metal, it's a good weight, and it was all taped together. Let me pull this off so you can see it. And the lid comes off. That is really, really cute. I've always wanted one of these pots, but I had never gotten around to actually ordering me one. So that'll be perfect to fill with food and resin to look like something good cooking. I pulled this out and it's the cutest little card, but I realized it's something inside. I got so tickled. It's a Christmas tree skirt. And I'm definitely going to need an extra one with the additional houses. So I'm going to tuck this away and save it for Christmas time for this year. In addition to that, it's a bag of food. Now these foods, almost everything in here is 12 scale. And as you know, I mentioned earlier, her doll collection is 1/6 scale or fashion Barbie doll scale. So these pieces would probably be too small for her dolls, but they're perfect for 12 scale. Now these pieces are plastic and I'll probably do a little bit to enhance them, but they are lovely and they will fit in really, really well with the food items in my doll houses. So that's perfect. Now these are really great. She included some more Christmas-like items, and I'm really tickled about these because they're sort of like topiaries, and I think they'll look really, really cute outside the dress shop dollhouse. I had actually tried to create or make something like this for the dress shop dollhouse when I was getting it ready for the Christmas grand opening. And now I have two and they're decorated perfect. But I'm not going to save these for Christmas. I'm actually going to put these outside the dress shop all year around. So they're perfect. They're made out of some type of resin. They're absolutely adorable. Now this is another Christmas item. It actually looks like a shopping bag. It actually looks like it was made to be a Christmas ornament. And it's a little bag, and it is, like I said, it's shaped like a shopping bag, but it's actually made of ceramic. It's really, really cute, but I think I can modify it a little bit and actually make it look more like a shopping bag with a smaller, more in-scale handle on it. Now, dolls, when I pulled these two little poinsettias out, I almost started dancing. These are perfect. They're the perfect size. They're so cute. And again, they'll look so nice sitting around the house at Christmas time. And I love it because they're resin pieces and they look beautiful. And they'll look perfect on a table or even on the mantle in the house. It's truly amazing when you get gifts that you wanted, but you didn't tell anyone. So I've got another little item. It actually looks like a little Christmas ornament, and it's a tiny Santa. He's really cute, so I can use him as an ornament at Christmas time. And then I've got some tiny candy canes here. Those will come in handy replacing some of the ones the boys broke off the tree last year. And then I reached in and pulled out this lovely collection of buckets. This is perfect. You can't ever have too many buckets because with all those people and babies, you're going to have plenty to clean up. I can't wait to sit down and add detail to these. I can add a couple rags and some resin. And here is a scrubbing board, and that's going to come in handy. And then I've got a little Mayberry miniatures wash tub. Now I always call this a wash tub. Some people call it a foot pan, but this is always, to me, kind of a bucket that they would have when people would wash clothes by hand. So that really comes in handy. You could even wash a baby in it. Now, dolls, look how wonderful this is. A welcome mat. I definitely could use another one of those with the dollhouses. Now, in addition to the mat and the buckets, look at this, some gardening tools. Now, these will definitely come in handy. You know, dolls, I don't do a lot of outdoor scenes, but a few things like this, like sitting outside the door, like somebody's been working on the hedges or something, I think that'll come in handy. And these actually move, so they're not just stationary. You can actually open and close them. So I love it. And just in time for the weddings, I've got two little Bibles. I had been meaning to order some more little Bibles for the dolls, and this is perfect. So we've got one for the family and one to use for the wedding. That's perfect. And last but not least, she sent me this lovely picture. It's actually a canvas on an easel. It's really, really cute. Now, it's definitely miniature. It's bigger than 12 scale, but I love it anyway. I really love the picture that's on it, and it's so cute to be sitting on a little bitty easel like this. I think that'll look really lovely. I can use some really muted or vintage looking colors to give it a very antique or vintage look. Now, dolls, I know that this was a haul video, an unboxing of my P.O. boxes, but I would really love to take this moment to put some of these lovely items in the places that I want them. So come along with me while I put them away. So I started by putting the welcome mat at the back door outside the kitchen. And if you look closely, you'll notice there's no doorknob on the outside. So although you're welcome, you must be invited in. So here we are in the dress shop office in the midst of the chaotic desk. There is the pocket watch and those lovely pencils. I think they fit in so nicely you almost don't notice them. And on the other side of the room, at the top of the bookshelf, there are the photo albums. In the next room, on the sewing table, is the lovely Milner doll, or Milner model, I might say. I guess I want to call everything a doll. So across the street at the rooming house, I put the box of shirt collars in Marva and Sterling's bedroom because that room definitely needed more men's accessories because his wife Marva's things are truly taking over the room. So Dal, since I was going to show you what the little topiaries look like sitting on each side of the door outside the dress shop, I thought I would go ahead and show you the sign as well. Now, if you didn't see when I created this adorable little sign, I will leave a link in the description. So here I just wanted to step back so you could see how it looked all together. Now you may wonder why I don't have a welcome mat on the outside. The threshold was small, so I put the welcome mat on the inside of the door. And since we're talking about doors and signs, let me show you what the Hazel's house sign looks like on the outside of the rooming house. Now, the dress shop and the rooming house sign are in the same video, and the link will be in the description. And I think that looks really cozy, cute, and welcoming. Now, the other lovely gifts I received today will be placed in the dollhouse and used in upcoming projects. Now, dolls, if you enjoyed this video today and want to see more content like this, make sure you subscribe. And always look for me on Mondays and Wednesdays after 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So stay tuned, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all on the next episode of Little Gretchen's Workshop. Bye bye now, dolls.